Hi guys, so I just went grocery shopping and I thought you might find it interesting to see what I bought. So I went to a place called Earth Fare, which is basically a Whole Foods or like a Trader Joe's. They tend to have like some healthier foods and all that. So here's my bag. We have the Earth Fare bag. And I'm just gonna take everything out and then go through why I bought everything I did. Alright, so we're just going to go through everything that I got right here. And so I basically sectioned it off and it just gets unhealthier as we move this way. So let's start with the fruits and vegetables and why I bought them. So I bought a couple sweet potatoes. I only cook for myself, so I try to get just like some small potatoes. And what I'll do with these is I'll either mash them or I most likely just make some fries out of them. And so I'll cut them into little strips and bake them in the oven. And so basically, when you're trying to heal your eczema, root vegetables are really good because they're great for every stage of eczema. They're fine for stage 1, so when you have severe eczema, they won't affect your skin pretty much at all, which is amazing. So next we have kiwis, which are insanely high in vitamin C. So these are awesome fruits. I would recommend them for like stage 2 to 3 because they can be kind of iffy with salicylates, but they are so good for you. I'm also trying to incorporate not necessarily a lectin-free diet, but the less lectins I take in, the better. Basically, I'm reading a book called The Plant Paradox by Stephen Gundry, and I talked about it previously in my last video, but basically lectins are proteins found in like fruits and vegetables, grains and beans, and so I'm trying to cut down on as many like beans and legumes as I eat. So basically like all the food you see here is low in lectins, fantastic for healing eczema, so trust me fam. So then I just have some frozen broccoli, and sometimes I like to get frozen vegetables if I can't get vegetables at the farmer's market, because when they're frozen, they're actually picked more ripe, and then they're, you know, frozen and preserved. So instead of picking them when they're not exactly ready to be picked, and then shipping it, and then, you know, it's just a longer process. So I try to go for frozen packaged food. And then as far as sustainability, this is in like a recyclable paper, and I try to do this as much as I can because I hate using plastic. Next I have another root vegetable. I have some beets here. Beets are one of my favorite foods, and I'll literally just like saute them in a pan with like some garlic and maybe a little coconut oil. Next I have riced cauliflower, but this time it has broccoli mixed in with it. And it has a little bit of iron, a little bit of potassium, a little bit of calcium. Oh wait, actually this is only broccoli. They tricked me. I thought I bought cauliflower and broccoli. So I'm eating riced broccoli. I'm trying to cut back on the amount of rice that I eat, and so I'm gonna try incorporating like riced vegetables instead. Okay, now it's gonna get slowly unhealthy. So the next thing we have are grain-free tortillas, and I really trust this brand called Siete. It's grain-free, soy-free, it's vegan, dairy-free, paleo, non-GMO, and it's made out of cassava flour. And so basically cassava's a root, and you can like ground it up and use it, and it's not harmful to you whatsoever. So these are just some mini tortillas, super awesome to make like tacos or something. Then I have a paleo grain-free pancake mix, you know, because I like to indulge and I just want to make some pancakes sometimes, you know, and then I'm going to top it with probably peaches. So that's that. Then we have my protein bars. This is my go-to brand. It's called Garden of Life. And while I am trying to cut down on peanuts, I am still highly addicted to peanuts and chocolate. So this one's peanut butter chocolate, and this one's chocolate fudge. Now I have some chips. So like I said, like I still indulge. You know, I still have chips and cookies and ice cream, literally, like sitting right here. Chips, cookies, ice cream. So these chips are also by Siete. They're in the flavor nacho, but don't be confused because they actually do not have dairy in them. You can take something called nutritional yeast and it has a very like cheesy flavor. And so these are seasoned with it. Next, I have the most expensive cookie dough ever. I'm so addicted to cookie dough, so like, I'd buy it, but man, I paid $14 for cookie dough. Like, am I crazy? I'm a little crazy. But anyway, so I use this brand. It's called Capello's. So Capello's is a really great brand that sells a bunch of paleo-friendly things, meaning it's grain-free. And so this cookie dough is gluten-free, grain-free, and vegan. And, oh, by the way, the reason I keep saying paleo basically means like grain-free, and the reason I keep saying vegan, that means no eggs and no dairy. So when it's both, it's like really, really good. So basically it's made out of almond flour, maple syrup, arrowroot flour, coconut oil, yada, yada, yada. This is definitely something I indulge with. Don't eat it every day. And only eat it if you're in stage 3. Okay, the last thing I have for you guys to see is some ice cream. And I have never seen this brand before. It's called Mud, and I got it in the flavor vanilla. And basically, it only has 5 ingredients. It's non-genetically modified, dairy-free, gluten-free. It's made out of coconut cream, dates, raw cashews, vanilla extract, and Madagascar and vanilla bean. So basically just to get it flavored vanilla. This comes in chocolate, vanilla, and coffee. Ta-da! That's my grocery haul. Let me put away my frozen stuff and I'll come back to chat. Okay, all the frozen stuff is put away. Just to wrap up this video, basically the things that I show you is really great if you are in stage 3, meaning like your eczema's pretty much healed, you're doing good, you're trying to live your life, trying not to get eczema back. If you are in stage 1, most severe, I would stay away from, you know, the junky section, focus on your fruits and vegetables, making sure you're not harming your skin. Everything that I choose to eat, I will refuse to eat something if it has sugar in it. So like this cookie dough, if I read the word sugar, I won't buy it because I know for a fact that sugar really affects me, and the more you get away from it, the more you can actually feel it. Like if I consume sugar, I can feel the sugar high like in my blood. It feels so weird, but if you can relate, comment down below and let me know that I'm not alone. So basically, you can have your paleo vegan gluten-free cake and eat it too. I just want to show you guys that like I still have fun eating, but I eat in a way where I don't have an autoimmune disease anymore, you know? Like I'm living my life in the best way possible to where like I'm gonna prevent diseases later in my life. Like this whole diet, if you read the plant paradox, if you read like the latest research, all these cardiologists, especially in like California, are coming forward and saying like, yeah, like you can reverse a lot of damage through your diet. So not only are you healing your eczema, you're creating a lifelong change of being disease-free. So just let that sink in, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna actually go make some dinner now. I have a new Facebook group called Healthy Skin, Happy Living, and you're more than welcome to join it. I'm gonna put a link to it in the comments, like I'll do a pinned comment. I post a lot of recipes in there, and you guys can like talk to me, ask questions. It's basically a support group. So see you there. And if you haven't already, subscribe to me. This is my content. I do eczema related stuff all the time. So I will see you guys in my next video.